I'm estimating a 10% return. Now I know I'm on top of the world, but just 10%. People think 10% is like a great number, by the way, but they don't get anywhere near that usually. But check this out. Walter, what you doing over there? Oh God.
Looks like $10,000 got me 80% a year.
So you estimated to make about 80%. The boosters gonna pay themselves off, so this can't even be a real thing. But if they didn't, you talking about 80% versus 10. Okay. Now I'm not working and neither are you. So let's run the numbers. If I broke down that income per month, it would be about $83.33 a month. What you got, Walter?
$667 a month estimated.
Jeez. Yearly income about a grand. So 10 grand, I'm getting a grand back a year. What you talking about over there, Walter?
80,000, $8,000 a year estimated.
I'm talking about after 10 years. Estimated, I finally doubled, or no, got back what I put in. 10 years later, Walter, in 10 years, based on this hypothetical, what could you be making estimated?
$80,000 a year.
You got to remember, it's actually more than this because the boosters don't take years to pay themselves off or pay you 10%. They're paying you more than, than you paid for them in months. Okay. And what happens if you share this with others? Again, icing.
Completely icing, man.
You don't have to do the icing. Do y'all? Okay, I'm gonna remove it. We can get out of the whole. I don't know anybody. I'm in the NFL. I'm in the no friends left league. Nobody wants to talk to me. They tell me don't bring them in. Okay, you can go find, run your numbers, and get boosters.
Yep.
With nobody's help, the numbers are estimated on the screen. But if you do share it to all them that said no, you might find those that said, "Wait a minute, I changed my mind." That'll be a yes. That could happen, but that's up to you.
So no, wait. You got to go back. Why do I share? I share because I love my friends, I love my clients, and I love the people I associate with, and I want them to have success as well. That's why I share.
I mean, and that's a sound reason to share. Like, who wants to be around for what? Why would you want to become financially set free and everybody else around you suffering? Like, that doesn't make any, that's going to be an uncomfortable situation. They're not going to want to hear what you got to say, and you sure don't want to hear what they're talking about, whining and complaining, and you out here trying to talk about how wonderful life is. Yeah, y'all ain't going to be friends for long. Just my opinion. You might just want to share it again. Not financial advice. All right, now this is a hypothetical. I know Walter gets a kick out of this. I do as well. Oh, okay. The dollar, gold and silver, and Bitcoin. Let's put them head to head, side by side. I was born in 74, so I'm doing a 50-year example. No, Bitcoin was not around 50 years ago, but if it was, what would it look like? Well, let's take a look. There's a Corvette Stingray, 1974. There's a Corvette Stingray, 2024. About 6,000 US dollars, receipts, banknotes, not money, currency, get it right. Okay, that's what that is. 34.29 ounces of real money, gold, to buy the same vehicle. You take your gold, turn it back into those receipts, and you can go get the car. That was in 74. 1,200 ounces of silver. Again, turn that back to dollars, go get the car. If Bitcoin, if Bitcoin was around at that 0.0009 price point, it was not, but if it was, it would have taken 6.6 million Bitcoin to buy that car. Let's fast forward to 2024. If the dollar is really money, why did it take almost 11 times more dollars, which means it lost tremendous value in the last 50 years, to buy the same car? It's not because it went up in technology. That's not why. Yes, it did, but that's not why. The dollar is going to zero. It's only got about 3%, they say, left. Like, that's ridiculous. But you can turn that in to what we're talking about with these big boosters, not financial advice, my opinion. So let's see what gold did. Oh, shocker, real money, not currency. And what? It's going to take less gold today to buy that same car. Silver, it takes more silver, but not 10, 11 times. not even 2 times. It's a few hundred more ounces of silver, and you can go buy that car. But here's the one that absolutely, I'll let Walter. I know Walter gets a kick out of this one. How much Bitcoin? Well, actually, it's lower now, but how much Bitcoin when I made this slide about a month or so ago? How much Bitcoin was it going to take to get that car?
1.06 Bitcoins. I love it.
Yeah, y'all do realize Bitcoin's at 95 to 99,000 right now. So it takes not even one Bitcoin, point Bitcoin to get that car. This only makes sense. All right. How about getting paid in Bitcoin every day? What we've been talking about. Okay, you got to figure out where you get in. Get in where you fit in. If you only can come up with $100 and some change to do exchange fees and turn that into USDT, you can get a share of the Bit Booster. That's going to pay you about 30 to 50 cents per day, not in dollars, in Bitcoin. Which way is Bitcoin going again? Yeah, maybe you want to get half a booster. That's what you can afford. That's where your lane is. You never put in more than you can afford to lose. That is a rule of thumb. 500 USDT. Go ahead, Walter. You about to say something?
Yeah, I was reiterating what you just said. Just I'm going to word it just slightly different. The way I say it is, don't put anything into anything that you don't plan on walking away from.
There you go. That's another way to say the same thing. Multiple ways, guys. Look, check this out. Oh, and with that 0.5, half a machine, you can expect to make somewhere between $1.50 and $2.50, not in dollars, Bitcoin. That's going which way again?
Up.
1,000. You can get a whole booster. That's about $3 to $5 a day in Bitcoin doing no work, whether you feel like it or not. It's going to make you more every single day. 10,000, 10 boosters, $30 to $50 a day in Bitcoin, not dollars. 50,000, 50 boosters, 150 to 200. How many people we know right now make 150 to $250 a day at their job in
Yeah.
this world? A lot don't. I mean, think a lot don't. I mean, some of us on here might not be making that working. So why not put yourself in a position wherever you are to start working toward where you're not working and your life is changing? 100,000, maybe you got 100,000 around. Okay. 100 boosters, 300 to 500 in Bitcoin per day. Not dollars, Bitcoin. The one that you just saw that could buy a Corvette way better. I mean, a house, it doesn't even matter. Maybe you got a cool meal. We know a young lady from Singapore. She took out the time and went to home office, flew to home office, got to meet everybody, went through the home office, rubbed elbows, asked questions, touched everything. She liked what she heard, liked what she saw. This young lady went home and turned 560 whatever dollars, whatever they use in Singapore, 560,000 into 560,000 USDT. Dropped it in her account, clicked the button, got 560 machines. 560 machines out the door. That is an estimated $2,500 a day. 24 to 48 hours after the machines turned on. Period. Weeks went by. The woman went, because we don't kind of figure out what did she do after this one. She came back to her account and dropped $1 million in there in USDT and bought 1,000 machines. 1.5 million is at risk. So we finally found out what this young lady does. She owns some kind of factory. I don't know what they produce, but she owns a factory in Singapore. So she's either a lot of cash sitting there going down in value, or she has a sizable account that she does invest. I don't know. The woman jumped her income up from 2,500 a day with that to 6,000 per day estimated. Then they said she's come back in the last month 2 more times, $1 million each time. We're talking $3.5 million, 3,500 bit boosters, all cranking out an estimated $14,000 a day. Most people ain't making that a month. And they're going to pay themselves off all of the machines in months. She has no downline, the last time I heard. She's not waiting to see if her friends are going to do it, trying to get somebody else to to go along with her and say, yeah, this is a good idea. Oh, wow. Walter, we're at 126. That's 5 giveaways today. Y'all keep sharing. They giving away. You can get some bit boosters yourself. Keep sharing. All right. But I mean, that's pretty staggering. Okay. What if you want a pay raise? Like you normally have to go to your boss. You got to go through a process. You got to fill out paperwork. You got to hope you get the one for the year and all. What if you just want a pay raise? Well, you're not going to your boss and just get one because you want one. Well, you can do that here. How do you do that? Get more boosters. Not financial advice, just my opinion. We're doing it every day. 1 bit booster. You get another bit booster, you just gave yourself a $4 a day in Bitcoin pay raise. If you get, I don't know, you have it or sitting there, you're trying to decide, you decide, you know what? I want $100 a day in Bitcoin pay raise. Okay, 25 more machines. You say, you know what? I'm going for the gusto, or I really need a change. And you literally have 100K somewhere, and you say, you know what? I need a pay raise in the next 24 to 48 hours. You can do that and make $400 in Bitcoin a day. And on up, there's no limit. Well, there's a limit, 500,000 machines. Huh. Well, there's not that many now because, oh, girl doesn't try to take all of them. Our family's grabbing them. Walter's people, everybody on here that's in is grabbing them. 1 seed can create an orchard worth millions. What am I talking about? I always talk about planting. Seeds start everything. Rather you start at 100 USDT, making 30 to 50 cents in Bitcoin a day. Maybe you start at 10,000, maybe you start at 100,000, whatever, it doesn't matter. The difference here is that seed, should you decide, there's 3 options. You can put everything you make in commissions if you're sharing it, you don't have to, or everything you make in Bitcoin or both. You can put it all back in here and get more machines. Let the system make you more, to print you more. Huh? That's an option, my option. Option 2, you can take some of what you're producing, put it back in and get more, and take the rest out. I'm not there yet. That'll start in January. I joined in August. I ain't taking nothing. I'm rolling everything until January 1. New year, new thing. Let's do it. Option 3, you like, nah, I don't know about this system. I want my stuff back fast as possible. I'll do something later if I want to. That's an option. You can take out everything you're making, period. But if you choose option 1 or option 2, look what can happen. Your 1 seed, by getting more, could literally turn into hundreds a day, per week, per month. It could be thousands per day, per week, per month. And if you kept doing that, some or all, that seed turned into an orchard that could turn into thousands a day, per week, per month, tens of thousands per day, per week, per month. If you kept doing that, it could turn into tens of thousands. I mean, again, this ain't guarantees. It's just numbers. The machines are printing every day for you. It could be hundreds of thousands per week, per day, per month. And if you kept doing that, it could literally turn into hundreds of thousands per month, per year, per week. Could be millions. This is what could happen if you plant the seeds and keep doing that. Take some of the fruit off, take the seeds, put them back in the ground. Or just put everything back in the ground. That's if you choose to do that. That's an option you would have to decide. Here's our numbers. I do these every week. We have other tools that we're using. We get a little bit of free, a very little bit of free Bitcoin. Then we added in Bit Harvest right here. Me and the wife, 0.1. We started with 0.1 each, making about 50 to 30 to 50 cents each. So I went right in the middle. Let's say 40 cents times 2, 80 cents times 7 days in a week, $5.60. That's what we started at. A few days later, when I saw this kicking, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. How many they got? 500,000 machines. That's it for the world doing this? Oh yeah, we're gonna need more. So we got 1, and then we turned around a week later and got 10. Or 9, I'm sorry. Yeah, total of 10. Then we kept going. We got 20. So in August, we went from 0.1 to 20 machines. That's what we chose to do. That's what we were willing to risk. That's what we wanted our situation fund. We don't believe in emergencies because we know the God we serve. He don't do emergencies. He's in control of everything. Relax. But situations do come up and those do happen. So we have a situation fund. We got to watch our words. We don't have no emergency situations. So this to me was a situation. I told my wife, hey, we need to go look at the situation fund, them dollars in there that's going down, heading to zero. And if we can put them somewhere where they can grow, we might need to have a conversation about this situation. So I showed her a little bit of this. We did the 10. I forgot what was said. It sparked me thinking again. I was like, that's another situation. Went back, we took out another 10. That's all I could get out of her, y'all. I tried to clean up the account, but I knew she wouldn't go for it. So I took what I could get. 20, let's make this work. That was in August. We're at 43 or 45. I done lost count. I need to check. It's probably 45 or 46 machines now. we I, Walter, I'm pretty sure we passed the 20 grand. I need to go look because I don't want to pay. The only thing I'm doing is sharing this as fast as I can. I know the numbers take care of themselves. I know we making per day, but I'm pretty sure now that I'm sitting here, we already made the 20 grand. That's 3 months because we shared it, but mostly because we did it ourselves and kept doing it ourselves with nobody. But as others start coming in, it speeds it up a little bit. It's not like huge earth shattering, but that will happen with the numbers as they keep going. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, that's 3 months, not even 5 months. Okay. We know how to get gas and get paid for it. We know how to pass stores and get paid. We know how to do our monthly bills, how to save on those. We know how to save on our big bills, the big ones, the mortgage, the car payment, business. We know all this stuff. So we're using these things, streaming, how to get that for way less. These are weekly numbers because we know this is what we do. I haven't punched the clock in 21 years. We done figured out some things. Do what the wealthy do, not what they tell you. Silver and gold, we know how to get that. So this is what we're per week. That's not bad. Doing no work, streams of income, different companies, not all one company. Talking about multiple streams. Stop it. That's not multiple streams. Because if that company leaves, you have no streams. A tree can have a ton of branches. You cut that tree down, they're all dead. I know people run around talking about multiple streams. Cut it out. That's not multiple. This is multiple streams. $134 a week. That's not bad. But watch what happens because we applied Bit Harvest and the Bit Boosters. This week, as of Sunday, that is, and every day we're getting paid. So this number is already old. It's Friday. We don't pay more than this. That's what we made from Bit Harvest. Not even all of it. This is just the boosters. I'm not talking about the extra commissions. I'm just counting the boost. I focus on the cake. How much do we make? $3 to $5. I use 4 as a number on every machine that we have. I'm not worried about the icing. The icing is already coming. It's going to come. I'm not worried about that. That's extra. I'm looking purely at what our machines are doing for our family as we get more and more. That's a big difference from $5 and change a week to $1,200 and change in 13 weeks. Yeah, week 13. I'll be updating these on Monday. Week 14 and every week thereafter. Everything else stays the same. Look at this number down here, though. Oh, God. Hello, Walter. Tell me that's not a good thing. Your income screaming up every single day.
That is awesome.
Passive.
I love passive income.
So watch this. My wife has been at her job that she loved. She loved it. She liked it. Now she's like, okay, I'm kind of over it. She spends the company's money. She's a buyer. It's not like she, but she has responsibilities and all that, blah, blah, blah. We caught her income doing bit boosters in 8 weeks. We literally made the same as she made from 26 years of working a job passively in 8 weeks. 1 week later, because she got her yearly review, the pay raise that they give you, the yearly one or whatever, that came in. And for 1 week, she was making more than our passive. After I ran the numbers on week 9, we surpassed even her weekly income as well. I mean, her pay raise included. One more week, we caught up to her pay raise included. Now it's just, we're gone. Now we're at 124%. But the one that really gets me is this one here. What is that? That's this number 13 weeks ago, now turned to 1,500 a week total. We're up 1,118% on our passive residual income because we added one thing, the bit boosters. This stuff blows my mind that people may let this get away from them. I wouldn't do that if I were you at all. I would take full advantage. Walter, this is the article that I told you I was going to drop in the chat that I completely forgot, like a review of predictions for Bitcoin in 2025. You mind if I drop that in there now?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is this article. I'm reading it and I'm sitting there like, wow, this is really, whoever wrote this, genius. It's very impressive the amount of information and knowledge they crammed into one article. So I'm going to drop it in the chat. And for one though, that we do this on our team calls. Walter, if you don't mind, is the chat open?
Well, you can chat. You can send something to the chat. Yep.
Okay. All right. So there's that article that's on the screen. I'm assuming we probably got some knuckleheads in here, or is the chat closed?
Yeah, we got some knuckleheads.
Okay. Well, if ever we don't have the knuckleheads, then one thing we do on our call, I mean on our Zoom, is for especially for the new people.
Okay, let's try it out.
We have everybody come in, and I ask 2 questions.
Okay, so everybody respond to his question in the chat. Here you go.
So if you are listen new people that haven't done it yet, you're thinking about it, or if you are in and you have at least a 0.1 bit booster or above, and you're not getting paid, like they're ripping you off, we're all up here lying, put a 1 in the chat. Watch the chat, y'all. This is gonna be crickets, not a sound.
Not a sound.
100 plus people on here. And if there are people putting in stuff, they lying. Those are the idiots that he just talked about. Yeah, we're all getting paid every single day. Now watch this. 127 people. Check this out. Everybody that's in here that has a part of or multiple bit boosters that are being paid, and I'll start it off, put a 1 in the chat. Watch the chat now. Look at the chat. If you're on here and you're trying to figure out, should I get Bitcoin? Should I get it this way, where it's coming in every day? I don't have to go buy it. They keep paying you in it every day. If you are on the fence thinking, I'm not sure if I should do this or not, then you may want to rethink that. Now, people are putting their numbers. People are trying to jump the line. They're trying to put their numbers in for the drawing. Y'all stop it. You know we're not going to count those. All right. So that's it. I'm done. Like, Walter, back to you, my friend.
Hey, I've had a couple of people ask, how does the Bit Booster work? So I'm going to share my screen, and I will just briefly, 5 minutes, replace current share. There we go. Share number 1. Oh, and I want sound too. So I'm just going to quickly explain in 5 minutes how the Bit Booster works, just because we kind of missed that part. That's okay. Great job, by the way, Wendell. Everybody put a 2 in the chat to say, hey, thanks, Wendell. You did a great job. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. You can see my screen, right?
Yep, we got you.
Okay, perfect. So just a brief 5 minutes. This is how the mining portion works for the company. Okay, so this is a miner, and what it does is it connects to the network, and every time Bitcoin moves from place A to place B, somebody's moving it. They're sending it. This is a graphical interface of how of Bitcoin moving right now. And what happens is the computer picks this up, does a mathematical computation, and the first computer that does the mathematical computation wins the reward. Okay, so in this example, let's look at this block here. So this block was $64.2 million that was moved from place A to place B. Can you do that with your bank, by the way? No. Can you do that with any? No. Like, if you just want to move it, yeah, go ahead. Move it from there to there. So this computer that did this solution, they won a reward, a commission, okay? So that commission is put into this block, and every 10 minutes, this block is revealed and then dumped into the mining pool, okay? And so the revealing of the Bitcoin, the processing of the transactions, all of that means that each computer put CPU power into this process, and a little bit of Bitcoin is created in the process, okay? So this is how we come in. Our booster, what it does is it detects on the network the movement, okay? And so it's connected. They're all housed at the main office in Kuala Lumpur. There's 3 server rooms, okay? And they're housed there. And so they connect to the mining farms, and they are connecting to the network to detect the movement on the network. And they give the jobs to the miners in an optimized form so that the jobs that are faster to complete get done faster. And by the way, it throws away those jobs that don't have to get done. Like anybody that's doing a processing the job, and once it's been processed once, only the first computer wins the reward. Everybody else is simply confirmation, 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 but they don't get any money from that. And so those jobs, the booster tosses out the door, throws them out because we don't want to process those. We want to process stuff that we make money. And so this is how the booster works: is it optimizes the efficiency of the mining operation. It makes the miners themselves more efficient. Okay, so I will stop my share at this point, and we can take some questions if people would like to have some questions, and then we'll move on to the next stage. No questions? However, Wendell, everybody's saying awesome presentation. Because it was. This is a great presentation today. All right, so we've got to the end of the presentation. Oh, on the Zoom, I'm going to say this because this is for everyone: is hey, go talk to your friend. Make sure that you talk to them. There's no requirement, but go talk to them. And friend, your friend shared this with you because they care about you. Take advantage. Go create your account today. Go get at least a share. Try it out. Have a good experience. All right. So that's what I'm going to add to this to the Zoom. I'm going to stop the Zoom.
Recording stopped.
We're going to
and I do want to say thank you guys. I see like names changing on my thing. They're like direct messaging me. Please don't forget to put your when we start the spinning of the wheel for the winnings, don't forget to click that drop down arrow and put it back on everyone. If you send it to me, we're not going to be able to see your numbers. So thank you so much for those kind words and emojis and stuff. But please don't forget to change that back to everyone when it's time for the drawing. Appreciate it.
Okay, so we're going to do the giveaway at this point. Okay, and I'm going to pull that up. Okay, so the way it works, first of all, if there is anyone that has a birthday, stick your hand up, okay? Because you just won just now, simply by being here, and it's your birthday today, okay? So stick your hand up, and everybody else, hey, Phil, you don't get to pick a number. I'm going to block the chat. No picking numbers. Wait until it's ready. Okay, so I'm going to give you the rules, and then I'll reopen the chat, okay? So the rules are: pick a number in your head, and when I tell you, then put the numbers in, because I want everybody to hear the rules before we start. Then put the number in. You go back and look. If someone picked the number before you did, then just add your number. I will dump people that spam the chat with multiple numbers. I don't want any of that. And what we're going to do is we've got 4 winners today. And so we will spin the wheel 4 times. I think that you can
actually
see
5 winners. It was 127.
5 times today. Woohoo!
And I'm going to give you guys, since I'm on this side, and I'm probably going to, as soon as she says go, I'm going to hit the button. So don't pick 8. I don't want y'all to all pick 8 and then be like, I was going to pick that one. I'm going to tell y'all what number I'm hitting. So pick something else. Don't hit that one and then you don't win. Don't do it. Walter, why don't you tell them your number? Because I know you hit it from time to time. So they don't pick the same numbers we're going to pick.
Okay, I'll pick 7. And you can pick 8.
Right, so take 8 and 7 off the table, people. Don't pick them. You're not going to get it in faster.
Take 16 off because I'm going to count Phil's. It's just nobody else picked those numbers.
Okay, so 8, 7, and 16 are off the table. Don't pick them because you're not going to win that way.
Go ahead. Chat's open. Let's go. Put your numbers in. Oh, those people that are messaging me directly, you need to go and resend that message, please. And the number of 115, that's the number you can pick from between 1 and 115. I forgot to mention that. So if you picked a number higher than 115, just change the number, please. Pick whatever numbers you want, but numbers that are direct messages to me, I will not see. Messages that are direct messages to Wendell, he will not see. I want everyone to see the message because that way everyone goes, yes, that's fair. Okay. So, Mona, you're out of here. Stop spamming. Mona disqualified herself. You can only pick one number. Oh, and lucky for you guys, Mona direct messaged me. So Mona, try it again. Message, drop the chat down, and change it to everyone, then pick one number. If you want to pick one of those other numbers you chose already, that's fine, but don't send it. Just a couple more seconds, guys. How are we doing? We said 5, right?
Yep, 5.
All right.
And right now there's 115 in the room.
What number did I say?
I don't know. I mean, right now there's 115. I don't know what number you said.
All right, we'll do with number 115. I forgot to put that in the
Unless there's a number, if there's a higher number than 115, then I guess you can pick something higher so they don't miss out. I'll try to scan it and see. It's kind of hard to scan these things. So many numbers being put in.
Yeah. If someone picked something higher than 115 at the time, I actually did forget to mark it in the spin here. And so if I said something else, which I don't remember, I want to be fair, and I will raise the number to meet your number, okay? Because we did have 120 people in the call. And Crypto Cricket. So you need to send a message directly to Jan telling him it was your birthday. And I would have sent a screenshot on that day saying this is the birthday that won, okay? If those two things did not happen, of course, you wouldn't have received your gift. But so those two things had to have happened. I had to have sent Jan a screenshot because he verifies what I sent, and he will and you contact him and say, hey, I won this day. Okay, so it looks like the chat has slowed down. I'm going to turn it off now.
Yeah, I think you're good at 115. I kind of went up and down. The highest number I saw was like 112, but yeah, I think 115 you might be good there. I don't see anything.
Okay. All right. So, Wendell, I'm going to need your help to scan the chat, okay? And I'm going to start the spin right now. And when your number is called, stick up your hand, okay? That way we can verify who won, because like we want to verify 7. No, that doesn't count. I'm running that one again. I since I'm running that, I will not be taking 7. So we'll put that in there, and that was super. That sucks. I wish Jan was here because then I would get it. Okay, we're doing that one again.
We're not seeing your screen, Walter.
Oh, you're not seeing my screen. Let me do that again. I'm so sorry. I thought I had shared it.
Okay, now we hear it, and there it is. We see 39.
You see 39. Perfect. Okay, so 7 was the first one. 39 is the current one. Okay. Anybody have a 30? Can you still see my screen?
You just took it off. Now it's you again.
Holy crap. What's the problem with this screen today? Share, share, share. There we go. Okay, now. Do I see? Oh, I shared the wrong one.
You're sharing the wrong thing.
Hey, you'd think an IT guy would know this stuff, you know?
Okay, now, just so you know, whoever CB, C as in cat, B as in boy, they did pick 7.
They did?
There's a 7 in the chat. CB.
Oh, okay. What should I do? Because I picked 7 first. Somebody wasn't listening.
Yeah, somebody sent me 8 anyway. They sent it to me. I was like, no, don't send this number.
No.
But there's a 7 in the chat if you go back up. CB, I don't know who that is. I can just see it. 7. Yeah, it's in there. I just went past it.
It must be direct message to you because I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Charles Bell.
Yeah.
You know what, Charles? I'm going to count that one, okay? Because I'll give up my 7 and Charles Bell won. Stick up your hand, buddy, because it looks like you won. Okay, 39. Anybody with 39?
I did not see a 39. You can double check it, but I didn't see one.
Okay, off we go. This takes so long anyways. We got to get going. One winner, Charles Bell. Stick up your hand. If you don't stick up your hand, you're not winning. What number is that? 30. We have a 30.
30.
Somebody got a 30.
I don't remember seeing one, but I'm scrolling.
iPhone 1. Okay, so I'm going to have you unmute yourself and tell me your name because asked to unmute.
Oh, yeah, I do see a 30.
Hello, so it's Queenie. It's Queenie from New Zealand.
Screeny?
Queenie.
Okay, Queenie, very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I may have spelled your name bad. I'm sorry if that's the case, but there you go. Okay, so Charles and here, let me change your name so I see that. How do you spell your name? Greeny. Okay, all right, we're gonna go spin again. 115. Wow. I swear I think I saw
Yeah, I
somebody
did see a 115.
pick that number. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Yeah, we saw it. Remember, I said that's the highest number, so no, no, I saw 112, not 115. Let's see. Could be in there somewhere. It's in there.
I swear I thought that's why we were having this discussion because I saw it come up. I could be confused.
Yeah, I think the highest one I saw was 112.
Okay, so yeah, make sure you guys stick up your hand. If you won the number, stick up your hand, please. I'm going on. Next one. What number?
Yeah, no 115.
94. Is there a 94?
Nope, I don't remember seeing that. Oh, no, that's you put that in there. I was about to say, there it is, but no, it was you.
No, I put it in there so that everyone can see.
Yeah, I was just coming down and it popped up. I was like, oh, there it is, but no, that was you. Okay.
That's right. Hate that when it happens. Okay, stick up your hand if it's yours. I'm going on. 94. Okay, next one. $46. You're 46.
I think I saw a 46. Let me stand back too.
There's something. Eric, did you win a 46? Just gonna quickly unmute you. Go ahead. Did you win the 46?
Yes, sir, I did.
Yes, it is. There it is. I see ER.
Congratulations, buddy. All right, we're going on. Just keep your hand up, please. We've got 3 winners so far. Lucky 13.
13. I don't think I saw 13, but I'm gonna go check.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go on because we still got 2 more winners that we need to have. Of course, stick up your hand if you win, please. I'm kind of amazed that there's no birthdays today. That's so weird. 87. 87. Stick up your hand if you got called.
No 13 that I see.
Okay.
I don't see an 87 yet either.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I see a 13. It's an M.
What's the name?
Can't see the name, but it's an M. It's a purplish colored M.
Okay. Well, let me go back and have a look. 43, just one. So
43, I'll look for that one. But yeah, there's a 13 in
M. Dolly, did you just win 13? I'm going to ask you to unmute. Go ahead. M. Dolly?
Yes, I did. Number 13.
Wonderful. That's super great. What a wonderful number. M. Dolly.
One more, 43. Yep, I see a 43. It's J. It's like I don't know what color that is. It's J.
J.
Yep. More toward the bottom, I would say, heading down. Just above the 100, between the 100 and the 104. It's a J.
Well, so stick up your hand. J, who is it?
I don't know. I can't see that.
What number are we looking for?
43.
43. Okay. I'll go back and have a look.
That should be all 5.
You sure it wasn't directly to you?
Nope. It's no
43. John Graves. I see 43 for John Graves.
Yeah, that must be him.
That must be second. That must be the second time.
Yeah, I only see 143.
It didn't go to you.
Nope. It's if you let me put my screen on, I'll show you. I don't know if that's him or not. Well, no, you can't see my chat.
Because I do see it. 43.
Actually, I can take a. Oh wait. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's John. Okay, now I know how to use this. I didn't know that. If I put my cursor on the letter, it shows me the name. So yes, John Graves. That's who it is. Number 43.
Hey, 43. John, stick up your hand, buddy.
It says he's in the Zoom meeting, so hit the button, John.
Stick up your hand.
Hit reactions and click the raise hand.
That's
Reactions and raise hand.
No.
Unless he maybe left the room or something. This is not the time to leave the room. Bad time to leave the room.
That's a bad time to leave the room.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess
No, there's he's in the room.
Oh, there he is. He just put
John
his
Graves, perfect. Asked to unmute. You 143, is that correct?
Yeah, that's me, Walter. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. So I thought I had 5 winners: Queenie, Eric, Mbali, and John Graves.
and Charles Bell.
Charles Bell. What did Charles Bell win?
I don't
Charles
know,
Bell.
unless his hand is just up.
Yeah, his hand's up. That's why I wanted
Well,
to
yeah,
give
unmute him and ask him.
John Graves, put your hand back up, please. Mbali, put your hand back up. I just want to make sure I've got everybody that's won, that I confirmed from both sides that I see it. Thank you.
Yeah,
All
Charles Bell. Ask him why he's got his hand up. Unless he's
Nope.
saying he had a number.
Bell. Charles Bell got 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
2,
That's right.
3, 4, 5. Perfect. That's it. All right. So we are going to just leave your hands up for a moment, okay? Oh, Wendell, are you willing to show your back office?
Yeah, that's fine. Well, yeah, verify what I just said.
Yeah, I will stop. Just leave your hands up until I finish.
And I'll let you do the whole, walk through. I'll just click when you tell me click.
Okay. Yeah, you can share. And
Okay, let me go open my room for back office first. Go to my account. And I'm sure we've been paid by now. It's usually around 1:30 or so.
Paid.
So I didn't get a chance because I'm hosting. Usually I do mine while we're on the Zoom. I just go in and while y'all are talking, I start moving funds around and getting more machines. But I'll do that once we get off of here. Because I combine everything. Oh, nice. 232. All right. That's just my account. Woo-woo.
We're not seeing your screen, bud.
Oh, hold on. I forgot.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll just explain the process to the winners again, just so that you're all on board. Okay. So I'm sending a screenshot to Jan with your names on it, saying these are today's 5 winners. Okay. And you are going to have to message Jan directly and say, hey, I won today on the raffle. Okay. And so that's how it works. You have to message Jan directly. All right, that is off there. You guys can take down your hands now. Okay, we are going to look at the back office here. Let's go to the menu button, and we will. There's lots of different ways to get information here in the back office. And so yeah, click on the menu, and on the menu here, it's the first five options are the same as the bottom row. So it's home, wallet, Ethereum, BTH booster and buy booster. These first 5 are the same items on the bottom row. And so I'll deal with those 5 items in a second. The next item down it talks about us. And yeah, what I would encourage every single one of you is make sure that you go in here, click around, investigate, find out stuff, because in here, in particular, it talks about the company, and there's lots of little videos that they've got in there. They've got interviews that they got, and so those are click on there and go in there. Okay, so the next item down is referral link.
Oh, I thought you said click. I thought you said click on.
Yeah, sure. Well, you've already clicked, so let's go down.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess I should rephrase my wordage to you, Wendell, or
yeah, because I'm listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let's do that. There we go.
All right. So in here it talks about really cool stuff. At the bottom, if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see different interviews by different companies that we've done. Okay. And these are live interviews. feel free, click on them, learn as much as you can, learn about the company, learn about lots of different stuff, because we can't tell you everything in an hour, you know, it's too much information. Okay, so let's go on to the next item. The next item down was your referral code. And so it's
You don't
really
have
easy.
to click that.
You don't, yeah, don't click it. If us, the audience, everybody else, when you click on there, it actually shows a QR code. And so if you're standing right beside your friend, and they can go beep, and browse right to the place. And otherwise, there's a click button to send the code to someone. The referral tree, this is where you can find everybody on your team if you're growing a team, and that's okay.
You want me to click that to verify what we were saying?
Sorry?
Did you want me to click the referral tree or referrals? I guess one of those where you can actually see the numbers. Remember,
Well, I'll get down to there. You don't have to go into for referral tree.
Okay.
I'll describe what's in there. Okay, so there's a at the top there's a little magnifying glass. If you click on that, you can find people on your team, and you can choose display the tree between you, or simply that person and downstream. And so there's different ways to because I do this all the time, because like sometimes I get people come up on my list and they bought a booster, and I'm going, I don't have no idea who this is. And it's because I want to send congratulations to their upline. And so I click on their name, and then I paste it in that search button, and it shows who their upline is. Okay. And in there, it also, you have the ability to see how many boosters or how many shared boosters someone has. And that way you can go, hey, if you see someone that they're almost at 1 star as an example, and they just need a little bit more, you know, what can I do to help you to go up to the next rank type thing. And it'll show all of those stars as well. For each individual, you just click on their name and it'll show. All right, next thing down is announcements. In here, there is an announcement right now that is current. Actually, there's 2 announcements. One of them is about to end, and that is the fast start bonus. And I'm hoping that they continue it. That'd be so nice if they would. But the announcement for the Bit Harvest Web30 Summit, what happens is if you buy 5 boosters yourself on your account, yeah, you go ahead and click. You buy 5 boosters yourself, it will qualify you for a ticket to this event. And if you buy 10 boosters, you get the ticket, and you get the Visa debit card. And if you get 15 boosters, you get the ticket, the Visa debit card, and something else as well. I can't remember what it is offhand. But that's in the announcements. So I encourage you guys to check out the announcements, go back, and we will. There are other announcements in here, but they've already gotten older. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna open the chat just for people to talk to me, and if they have any questions, okay? That way I can answer questions as we go. Yeah, let's go down the tree again. Yeah, thank you. We're gonna go announcements, events. There's not, well, other than not one event, but there's no point in going in there right now. Okay, so referral. Click on here. This is where you know what's going on with your business, your production, how many boosters you have, and how many boosters your team members might have. And it shows you, yeah, if you want to show that, go ahead. It'll show what rank you are. So Wendell, in this example, he's got 1 star. Okay, and so he's trying to get to 2 stars. The qualification to get to 2 star is he needs to have 3 boosters. He's qualified. He's got 40 boosters. He needs to have direct sales of 20 he needs to have 90 boosters on his entire team. So he's about halfway there to get to 2 star, and because he just needs 90 boosters. And so, and he needs 1 star, and that's okay. And so this is a process that we all use to be able to advance up the ranks.
I think it's Walter. I think, remember, they've updated this. It's 2 1 stars now.
Yeah, right there. It says 2 1 stars.
Yeah. No, you said 1 1 star. That's why I was like, upgraded to 2. That's the old one.
Thanks for correcting me. I didn't realize it said that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 2 1 stars. And so this makes it, this encourages you to talk to team members, to talk to people, and help those people that you're working with, because you want to get them to 1 star. Because once a person kind of gets to 1 star, they know what they're doing. They got to figure it out. Okay. So let's slide down a little bit more, and it'll talk about the production that we got. So in this example,
Ooh,
he's got
that's a nice little. So these are nice little surprises. When I came in here yesterday, this was 98 or 99. See, again, the icing's going to come. It's hard to keep this to yourself. So if I can jump in real quick, Walt, I didn't know this was in here today because it was 98 or whatever yesterday, and this was 46, 47 something. So I'm like, what are the other 50 or well, 40 something doing at that time? But you can see, and we're not talking. You're like, oh, see, he's got 50 people. He's a master guy. We can't do up. Stop. We're not talking about people who are bringing in 50 machines, 100 machines, 10 machines, whole machines. These people are coming in with literally point ones.
Yeah.
Y'all saw what this account started with. It was $232 he made today. Not with people coming in with big numbers. So don't think because there's 50 people that actually put something in, they're all at one machine, 10 machines, 100 machines, 1,000 machines. No. Point one, whole bunch of them, couple point twos maybe, but then they're doing it, they're adding themselves as time goes on. So I just want to clear that up so no one's on here like, oh, he's a big guru or he's got tons of. No, I tell a lot of people this is a fraction of how many people I've told, and most of them that came in, more than half, still ain't done anything. And I've been in here since August. So yeah, relax. This is not for the big boys only, but I won't come down is key. I am now a 1-star at least going forward. I can't fall back down. That's the part that blows my mind. Back to you.
That is the thing that stay right there. That is the thing that makes this company different than any other company I've looked at. One of the things, there are many, many things. This is one of the things, is the fact that there's no production each month. You're not being forced to go out and buy more product. You're not being forced to go out and sell more product. You're not being forced to go out and find more people that, you know, on fear that your team will dissipate and through attrition because you buy a machine and the machine works thereafter. And that's what's really cool. People tend to compound their accounts. And I encourage you, and I'm going to do a video, I'm going to do a spreadsheet right next dealing with compounding. Okay, so guys, stick around for that. But I've got a question that came up. What's the total difference between the total and successful? I'll explain this. Successful referrals are those people, so in his case, there's 50, that have bought at least one shared booster. And so those are successful referrals. The 105 are all of the accounts on his team. Okay. And Charles, I'll send you, actually, let me do that right now. I will actually, no, I'm talking about this. I'll send a list of stuff so that you can contact Jan, because I want you to be able to claim your winnings. Okay. I'm gonna do a search. Just give me a second here. Discussion. Team discussion. There we go. Okay, so I've got the notes up ready to send, and I'll send them in just a moment. Let's continue down. And Wendell is just a regular average guy, just like I'm just a regular average guy. Okay, I'm probably less than an average guy. I'm not a networker at all. Like I'm just an IT guy. Okay, so these numbers just talk about how what's going on with his business, and he can drop this arrow down and choose, like right here, for example, it's beside total income. If he drops that arrow down, he could look and see, is it monthly, is it weekly, is it all time, is it daily, and he has an option to choose so that he can go, oh, you know, let's refine what my efforts are so that I'm working with people. And then as you go further down, this just shows the boosters that come in. And like he said, like this happens to my account as well. 1 shared, 4 shared, 1 shared. And that's perfectly acknowledged, because you start where you're at. Like you got to start where you're at, and then you compound your account. And so as a result, your account grows and it pays you more. And you know, set your goal. What is your goal? Is it 50? Is it 50 boosters? Is it, you know, whatever your goal is? Okay. And then a little bit further down, it'll show. It actually itemizes down into each booster what you're making off of each booster. Okay, so we're done looking at this page. Let's go back to the main, like the tree. There we go. So we talked about the referral. support ticket, this is where you can go in and send a message to technical support if you need, and that's perfectly great. They're very responsive. They're 14 hours ahead of me, and so it's the middle of the night for them right now. Okay. So be patient. You need to give them at least a day or so to respond back, but they will. You can change the account, the language. Let's click on account because I want to show some things in here. We're not going to go into the click on account. Yep. But we're not going to go into, okay? So just slide down a little bit. Here under the update profile, if you need to change your phone number, you can. If you need to change your email address, you need to contact support and send them an email from the existing email address to change it, okay? There is another route if you have to change it and you don't have access to that email anymore, but talk to them, okay? This withdrawal address. So on day one, as soon as you create your account, go in here and change and add your withdrawal address. And you have, yes, click on it because I want to talk about what's in there just so that people can kind of see. Okay. If you
Change which one? A withdrawal address?
Withdrawal address, yeah, if you will, please. If you're willing. If you're not, that's okay. So
yeah, I haven't put nothing in yet. Like I said, I'm not withdrawing until January.
He's not withdrawing. That's okay because you guys aren't seeing anything. So in this example, when you want to start withdrawing, go in here and put this information in here because then it's there because it takes 24 hours to update. And the way you set it is you can do all three at once. You can go grab your Bitcoin address, go grab your Binance chain for USDT, go grab your USDT, TRC20. You can grab all three and then slide down a little bit. You can click on get request right there. You can click on request OTP. This will send an email to your email. You'll get a 6-digit number. You then put that 6-digit number in. If you have your 2FA enabled, you then put that number in at that point in time, and then you'd click update. Okay. And so and then it's updated right then. So you can do all three at once, or you can just do one at a time. It's up to you. Let's go on to the next section on the tree. Oh, wait. Sorry, let's go back to, go back to account. There was something else in there I was going to talk about. Okay, so when you log on.
Why isn't it? Oh, I need this X out. There we go. Yeah,
so go down. When I'll answer your question, Oregon Stacker, in just a second, okay? I'll answer that in just a second. When you first create your account, you have created a password. That password is the same password for these two, password for get in and password to security password. If you don't change your password, these two passwords are the same. And so every time you do something with money, it will ask you for the security password. So that you're aware that there is a difference. Okay. If you have to reset this password for some reason and change it, your passwords will be different at that point. But you can go in and set these passwords. You can change them at will. And you can make them the same if you want to again. It's no big deal. Okay. Two-factor authentication it sends a code, a 6-digit code to the server. And so the server is looking for the 6-digit code and you input the 6-digit code. And this is another way to make it so that your account is more secure. Okay. If you have set the two-factor authentication, you have to use it when you are changing passwords. You have to use it when you are doing money stuff. Okay. The smallest amount of booster that you can buy is one shared booster for $100. Okay. And that's the smallest amount. Let's go back down to the tree at this point.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure this time. Thanks. Reward Hub doesn't matter much because there was a promotion going on that has now ended, so there's no point going in there. Community. This will take you to a web page that talks about the company a little bit more. And again, I encourage you to read. I encourage you to look, okay? Joelle, we can talk about, I'll answer that question in just a moment, okay? So let's go back to BitHarvest and we'll talk about each of the bottom now. Okay, so we've talked about the homepage. Oh, on the homepage, yeah, click on homepage. This is slide down just a little bit. There's some things here in the homepage that you'll see in other places as well. Like for example, it shows the number of active. So pause right here. So when you buy a booster or a shared booster, call it day one. So today is day one. Let's say you buy it right now. Okay. What will happen is tomorrow, sometime tonight before we all go to bed, because we're all awake. So before we go to bed tonight, it will appear here under disabled. Okay. So this is day one. Day two, so tomorrow, after lunchtime, so after this time of Zoom that we normally do, it will flip from disabled over here to active. Okay, so that's day two. On day three is where we will then, from that day on, from lunchtime on, we will have Bitcoin arriving in your box, and I'll show you that in a second where to do. But let's continue sliding down this page. This has promotions that it's showing there, different information. I'd encourage you guys to keep on reading. And this shows more in detail a different way of looking at what rank you are, how many team members, how many direct sales, all the little things about your team. Okay, that's what's in here. Okay, and the rewards. What this is this shows this number right here always increases, because this is the amount of Bitcoin that Windows machine is receiving, has received.
There it is.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Yeah, that's like super cool. Okay, and at some point in time, it'll say 1 Bitcoin. At some point in time, it'll say 2 Bitcoins. It's like, because it just simply goes up. This is how much his machine is producing. His machines are producing. Keep going down. Total mining rewards.
And this, again, real quick, Walter, this right here is not counting my wife's account.
No.
That's why I said I'm pretty sure we're past. She's made, I'm sure, a few thousand from the activity that's happening with myself and those on the team. So yeah, that 20K that we did in August total, we already made that back, and then some, because hers is, I'm sure she's made a few thousand too. So that's just silly. Oh my goodness. And yeah, there it is. What's that number? That's what we made today. Just on the machines, not counting all the other 200 and something you saw. We make more right now in mining our own. This is key, y'all. I know about the icing. I know we've been trained to go build the business, mind your business first, build yourself first, and then alongside that, share with everybody you know, and then work with them. But you got to take care of yourself first, because it's based on what they do as far as getting in. Once they're in, the machines work for everybody. There's nothing you can do to stop what's coming. But that right there, 232, most of it is because of what we did on our own with no downline. I got to keep pointing that out to people. Get out of this mindset of chasing icing. Get the cake. You have a cake with no icing. Nobody eats a tub of icing with no cake. Let's go.
Icing is nice. Icing is nice.
It is nice. But the cake first.
The cake is your business thing. And you have, was it 46 boosters?
43.9.
That's what it is. 43. So he's got 43.9 boosters, and he made $157 today. Is that what it says?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. It's like, this is the best company ever, guys. This truly is. Okay, and it talks about yesterday's total. Let's just go on to the next. This filters information for you on more specifically for how stuff are going.
Wallets.
Daniel, go ahead.
Is it wallets?
Yeah, we're going right to wallets right now. Okay, so I'm going to talk about wallets again. There's 2 or 3 ways to get into where you're going. If you click on deposit, So there's 3 ways to get in deposit. You can do it from the main page. You can do it from this page. And you can also do it from within the USDT container. There are 3 coins that are received. This is USDT BEP20. So on the Binance Smart Chain, USDT ERC20, so it's on the Ethereum blockchain, and USDT TRC20 is on the Tron network. So don't send Tron, send USDT, which is on the Tron network. Now, if you make a mistake, and it happens, they will request, what address can we send your Tron back to, please? And you give it to them, and they will send it to you. And then you convert it to USDT and then send it back. So they want you to have a good experience. If something goes on, Just send a message to technical, they'll resolve it for you. Okay. Click on next on. Oh, what if you click on one of these, make sure that you send the coin on the blockchain that it's expected. Okay. Make sure you do. Then you'll get a QR code and stuff like that. So yeah, we can exit out of this and go on. Okay, so let's slide down and we'll talk about the wallets. Oh, oh yeah, we're in the USDT wallet. Just go click on wallets. I'll talk about them in the bottom. So the wallets, BTH wallet is where you hold your token. It's called BTH, which you can buy and sell anytime you want. Once all of the boosters have been sold, our boosters will then start generating BTH for us as well, mining BTH. Okay, and so you will get rewards in there. Okay, so that's what's in the BTH wallet. The only thing you can do with BTH is sell it back to USDT, or you can transfer it to a friend. Okay, when I say a friend, someone that's on the system, either downstream from you or upstream from you. In the USDT wallet, let's go there first, and we'll just work down wallet by wallet by wallet. Okay, so in the USDT wallet, there's 4 things that you can do. Number 1, you can deposit. Number 2, you can withdraw. And doing a withdrawal is really easy. Yeah, sure, click on withdrawal. And doing a withdrawal is really easy. You just click the amount you want to withdraw, if you've got funds in there. It takes a $3 fee, and 2 days later, you receive it in your account. No big deal. And every withdrawal that has ever been requested has been processed. So if you don't receive it, you've got something where you changed your email address, changed your withdrawal address very recently. And so they'll send you a courtesy email and say, hey, did you change it within the past 2 days? Type thing, because they don't want you to have this circumstance where someone hijacked your account and is now hijacking your money. Okay, so they don't want that. And so if you did not receive it, there's a reason why. Email them, go look in your spam, go look, find the email, respond to it, and you'll receive the money. Okay, let's go back. We'll go down. So the next thing, this is kind of the most important. Right, stop right here. This is the most important button right here. Convert. So converting means that you're putting 90% of your purchase price into the purchase wallet. Okay, so to purchase a machine, you can pull money from the registry wallet, or you can pull it from the commission wallet, or you can pull it from the purchase wallet. Okay, so every time I buy a shared booster, because I buy one every day, I take the math. I take from my registry wallet first, as much as I possibly can. I then add the commission wallet, and I use up as much as I possibly can. And then that number tells me how much I need to convert into the purchase wallet. And so I only put into the purchase wallet the remaining balance that I need to buy the number of boosters that I'm buying right then. Okay, so again, the math is let's say you're buying 1 share, $90 minus registry wallet minus commission wallet gives you the answer of how much you need in the purchase wallet to be able to buy. Okay, and to convert, it's really easy. You just put the number in, click continue, and away we go. Okay, next. The next one over is transfer. So the way this works is you can send from anybody, like Window actually can't send directly to me. I can't send to him because we're not in a direct line. I'm not up or down from him. He's not up or down from me. But you can send funds, any amount of funds that's in this wallet, to anyone on the system who's in a direct line to you, either directly above you or directly below you. Okay, and it's really easy, doesn't cost anything. And I do this all the time. Sometimes, person buys a booster, they transferred $1,010 and stuff happened and 998 arrived. Just the way the math worked when they did the conversion. I'm going, here's a couple of bucks. Go ahead, buy the booster. Like, no big deal. Okay, so stuff like that does happen. But do your best to make sure that you are sending what needs to be sent so that you are self-sufficient. Click on X. Let's go to the next one. So this is this wallet. Okay, down below it'll show the transactions that he's done. As you can see, he's buying a booster every time because that's what he does, and I agree because he's swapping BTC to the USDT wallet. and then he buys a booster with it. And I do the same thing. Okay. And so this is really easy. And if he were withdrawing, which he's not, they would appear here as well. Okay. Let's go on to the next wallet now. So the
And
next
one thing
wallet,
I tell people as a rule of thumb,
yeah,
every transaction you do, I mean, it's one more step, but every time you do a transaction, always click wallet after it, rather you're sending it to the purchase wallet or you made the purchase in the package or any transactions, always click this wallet button. So all 6 wallets show up like this and confirm with your eyeballs what you think you did, you actually did. That's just a rule of thumb I pass to the team. Like, I don't care what it is you're doing. Every time you do any transactions between accounts, sending out to someone else, withdraw, whatever, after it, click this and make sure what you think you did. Because some people have called. They're like, I don't know what happened. They go in. I'm like, did you click wallet every time? They're like, no. You click wallet, and what they thought they did, they didn't do because it's still sitting in the other wallet because they didn't go back and just double check. It's your finances. Just saying.
100% on that one. Okay, so we're going to go to the purchase wallet. And Wendell's following the advice that he only puts in here what he's actually going to use to buy a booster. Like you see that he deposited 136 in this example, and he then purchased it. He used 136 of it to buy a booster. Okay, and so go ahead.
No, I said yep.
Yep, and he does the same thing that I'm doing. Is he only puts into this wallet what he needs to use to be able to buy the booster. And so that's all you can do in this one is you buy booster or transfer to a friend. And I've done this too. Is somebody they moved $100 in, but they wanted to buy a shared. Well, have them send me $10, and I send them $10 in the USDT container, because you need to maintain 10% in the USDT container to buy the booster. Simple. Let's go back to all wallets, and I'll repeat what I just said so you can visibly see what I'm talking about. When you buy a booster, 10% of it comes from the USDT container, and the other 90% comes from the purchase wallet and or the commission wallet and or the registry wallet. And so use up those 3 wallets to buy boosters and only put in here the balance into purchase wallet. Okay, but 10% must be in the USDT wallet. Okay. So those are the top 3 wallets. Now let's talk about the bottom 3 wallets. This one here is the most important wallet ever. Click on Bitcoin wallet. Okay, this is really important because Bitcoin is in the mining pool and only you can pull it back out. That only thing that you can do is click on withdrawal or click on swap, which is withdrawal, and converts it to USDT. That's the only thing you can do. You can't, like, this is not a Ponzi scheme. The only thing you can do is withdrawal from the mining pool and either withdraw it directly to your wallet or swap it into USDT. And there's a small 1% fee to swap it. But for me, that's really convenient because I just click on swap and then I buy booster afterwards. Okay. And that's exactly, so just in here. So today's ranking mining rewards for Wendell was 156 point whatever it was. Okay, so this number, the first number, so 0.001613229582. This number will never ever change. This is the amount of Bitcoin he received on today, on this date. Okay, and if you go back on into his account further days back, you'll see that number never ever changes. The number below, the amount of USDT, the value of it, because the Bitcoin goes up or down in price, that number will change. Now notice mining, so slide down just a little bit and you can see another mining rewards just right there. Okay, so notice, so he's got 156 on that day and 150. Oops.
Every time I click it does that.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You can't click those. I can't read it. 168.
Yeah, 168.
Yeah. So every day there are 3 factors that cause the amount of Bitcoin that we earn. There are 3 factors. 1, the price of Bitcoin. 2, the number of jobs that need to be done. And 3, the number of jobs we actually pick up. Okay, so those 3 factors cause the amount of Bitcoin to go up or down that we earn every day. It's not the same. And notice mining rewards 0.100173161. Okay, so one day he had a little bit more, one day he had a little bit less. No big deal. That's the way it is because we're actually mining. Now, the ranking income is all of the boosters that are on his team. And it's just, you get a little bit of percentage from every single new booster that comes in. Is that number 15 or is it? It is 15. Okay. And so a couple of days ago, it was 14. Big deal. It's great. It's, that's awesome. Now, I'm going to have you go all the way to the bottom and go to day one. Okay. Just so you can see the contrast.
Yeah, that's proof what I said is true. And
That's
that
right.
little change that we made in the beginning. There it is, August 5th.
So is that the 6th of August?
5th.
The 5th. Okay, so he bought his booster on the 3rd of August. Okay. I know for sure he did. So he bought it on the 3rd. The 4th, it then came active on his account. And on the 5th, he received his Bitcoin. And so you see the amount. So 0.66, is that what that is?
65 cents.
Yeah. So this is kind of interesting. On that day, he actually received about 35 cents worth of Bitcoin, because I know I looked on that day, but because of the price of Bitcoin, this is what I'm talking about. This number goes up. It's simply showing you the amount, because most people, can you read 0.000567099? I know exactly how much Bitcoin that is. Well, yeah, neither can I. That's why this number is there, is to let you know for ease, this is what is there. And every single day, receiving Bitcoin. All right. You have any comments?
Just looking at this, I mean, because again, I come in here, just kind of look at this. I don't have to understand all this. Please, for those of you that are analytical, or you feel like if I don't understand, I can't share it, please, I'm imploring you to get out of that mindset. It doesn't matter if you understand it, if you think you know it. You can bring people to these Zooms. There's videos out here that people have made on YouTube. You can send. You don't have to be the person explaining it. Literally, let somebody else do the heavy lifting. You just pass the information along. Why? Because I wasn't caught up in the minutia and trying to understand. Okay, well, how did I make this 65? Okay, this one's 3 cents, and you're wasting valuable time to understand it. Rather I understand it or not. Y'all are looking at an account where August 5th, it was 65 cents. Today's value, it was more like he said 35, 40, somewhere around it. Okay. This one, however, was 3 cents. That's what we made because we shared it with, I think, 1 or 2 people, maybe. But did you see day one? And when he's done, write these down. Remember this. Because I'm not trying to get all the understanding, because I'm not trying to figure it out, I'm sending out videos, I'm inviting people to the calls, our calls are here, whatever, and I'm focused on doing that, not understanding it. Act like you're paying for your airplane ticket. How about we do that? Most people have no clue how an airplane stays in air. It's tons of metal whisking through the air. They pay for that, have no clue how it works, and go sit on the seat and enjoy the ride. Or it might be bumpy. Doesn't matter. Let that part of the understanding of everything go. You'll learn it. You'll figure it out. Somebody else will figure it. Just go. Because look at this, 65 cents, August 5th, and 3 cents. Remember those 2 numbers. When he's finished what he's saying, I'm going to click back to page 1, and you're going to notice it ain't 65 cents now, and it ain't 3 cents anymore. Just let it happen.
Let's go have a look. So 65 cents and 3 cents. Let's go.
All right, so let's go back to 1. What happened today? That's showing 65 cents, and that's showing 3 cents.
Yeah.
It's going to happen whether you understand it or not, just like flying on a plane, just like the combustion of the engine and the wires that make the AC work and the cooling fluid and just like we don't know, most people don't know that. Let this be the same thing. Stop worrying about it and just go. It's my opinion, not financial advice.
Yeah, exactly right. There's like you don't come out of the womb being a neurosurgeon. Like you don't. Like you have to learn stuff in life. But if you sit there and try and learn, there's stuff that you don't have to know. Because taking action is what causes action. Right? Being in motion is what causes motion. Okay.
You just jogged my memory, Walter. because I wanted to say this earlier and I forgot what it was, so I didn't check. Okay, let's see how simple we can make this. When you flip a light switch, rather you understand the wires and the electricity and the negative and positive, rather you understand that or not, when you flip a light switch on, what happens, Walter? Does it come off? I mean, does it come on or does it not come on?
It comes on.
So the light comes on. If you understand it or not, does the light still come on?
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
So if you get if you get boosted, oh my God, this is so simple. If you get boosters and you have no clue how they work, do you guys understand in 48 hours or so, it's going to start making you big. It doesn't matter if you understand. I know what the scripture says to get an understanding, but we keep turning that backwards. It does not say get an understanding and then go and get. That is not what the scripture says. That's called analysis paralysis. What the scripture says is in all of your getting, that means you have to get it, you then get understanding. People keep misusing that scripture in their mind, thinking they have to understand everything when they try to quote it back to you and you're sharing stuff. We're just, oh my, just flip the switch, let it work. Get the boosters, my opinion, not financial advice, and let them make you Bitcoin. Rather you understand that may happen one day, it may not. It's not relevant to you getting started and being paid passive income daily. Back to you, Walter.
That 100%. You know, it's just analysis paralysis. I've put some info in the chat for you guys. Click on the links, save them, use them. At the top of the chat is contact information to be able to click on that and send a message to Jan. Okay, so those winners, please click on that and send a direct message to Jan. Okay, let's go on. I was trying to move the cursor here. Let's go on to Wacta wallets, if you will, please. And we'll go down to the last two wallets. So the commission wallet, this information here, anytime that Windle has had someone who has bought a booster, it appears as a one-time referral income here. Okay, so just yesterday, someone bought a booster because he got 15 bucks. Okay, and so those appear here, and you can use this, like I said, to add to buying your own share, and that's what he did here. He made a token transfer to someone else. This is probably his other account, I bet you.
Correct.
Because I'm going, what? But that's exactly what he's doing. Is he's using the resources between the accounts to be able to transfer back and forth. Okay, and that's perfectly fine. So the three things that you can do in this account is you can withdraw, you can buy a booster, or you can transfer to another account. And he's doing that. So transferring another account is really, really easy. Okay. Let's go on to the last one. The last wallet, yeah, the very bottom, register wallet. So register wallet is a gift. The register wallet is what's coming in here. And again, this only applies to people that have machines on their team. If you don't have machines on your team, there's nothing that's going to appear in here. But this is a gift from the company that you receive a portion of your earnings as ranking income, as referral income in here. And this allows you to be able to put it towards buying a booster. And they understand psychology. They understand, you know, lots of people don't know how money works. They don't know how to plan for the future. They don't know how to plan for stuff. And this is enabling you so that you can take the funds from here. And I would encourage you. That's why I use the math the way I do. 90, you know, let's say you buy one share. $90 has to be in these three containers, in the purchase, in the commission, and in the registry wallet. And so you minus $90 minus whatever's in the registry. So you use up all you possibly can from the registry, then use up the commission, and then the balance in the purchase. Okay. And again, 10% has to be in the USDT container. So this is what's going on here is you receive this a little bit each day, and it just accumulates. Use it up, because all you can do with it is buy a booster or transfer it to a friend. And some people have had to do this. Hey, you know, I'll give you $100 from my registry wallet, and you give me $50 from the USDT wallet, whatever example. Sometimes people have to do that because they didn't budget their time effectively by doing it the way I've described. If you do it the way I've described, you'll keep this number down and you'll be able to use it as much as possible. And that's what I want, is to use as much as possible from this account, from this container first. because then it's done. It's free. It's free money. Might as well use it. Okay, so that's all the wallets on that one. And let's go to the next tab over. This is where you can buy and sell trading BTH on the spot. And it'll be more significant to you once your boosters are starting to mine. And then you can trade it if you want, sell it back into USDT, or you can buy it. That's fine too. So it's really easy. There's no point going in there. Let's go to booster. Okay. So this is kind of the really cool page. The bar graph that appears at the top, the 70 hertz, this is how much one booster produces. Okay. This number, so that's 70 in here. The number below, 3073, that's how much power his boosters are contributing to the mining process. And so when he started, it was like 30 hertz or whatever it was. Maybe it was 10 hertz. Okay, I can't remember the number anymore. But that's where it was. But now, because it's got 43.9, it is, that's how much hertz he has. So slide on down. This is kind of the real cool page. Again, you'll see this page. We already talked about this number. This was on the first page. This section here was on the first page as well. So keep on sliding down. Okay, so this page here, every single booster that exists has its own IMEI number, has its own MAC address, for lack of a better word. Okay, and so this number, you have to download this file yourself. I would encourage you, download this file, go talk to your tax consultant, go do what you need to do. This is where the 5-year warranty is listed, and these are your files. You need to go in here and download them all. But every single booster will be a different number. So this here, in brackets, 2 of 10. So this means he bought 2 shared yesterday, okay? The day before that, he bought 3 shared. You'll probably see further down where he actually bought a full booster, I bet. But this little incrementation of increasing his account every single day, we're going to do this right now, right next. As soon as I finish this, we'll bring up that spreadsheet, okay? And I'll tell you.
This one ended. Remember, I created the business account, the one you saw. So now I do the dailies that were here in that account. Now that I created like a Michael Saylor type, where I'm putting Bitcoin into that. So it ended on the 22nd. Now every day since the 22nd, I'm doing it in the other account. Just so you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I understand. Okay, and so this every single invoice is listed here. What will happen is on the day one, when you receive the email, you'll receive an email as soon as what happens is a tech has to walk over to the boxes where the boosters that haven't been sold yet. They have to buy. You have to take the box, take it out of the box, register it here in the system, and it'll appear here with an X. Okay. And you will get an email saying this has been registered to you, and they'll walk in, put it in the server. So that's what will happen is you'll receive an X. The next, when it power cycles at noon for us, midnight for them, it will then it'll flip to active. Okay. So that's how what happens with the machines here. Let's go on to package. So prior to going to package, you will have determined what's in your different accounts, like what's in your registry wallet, what's in your purchase wallet, what's in your commission wallet, because you'll set that all up so that you can then buy a package, okay? Because you know what you're going to buy, and so you set that up first. And then, so this is really important. So 00043292006 to 00012987618 is the amount of Bitcoin that we receive between these two numbers a day, which equates to about $4 to $12. Now, this number will change because the amount of Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin changes. However, this is the amount of Bitcoin that we receive. So that's an estimated monthly is 7.59 to 22%. That's how much we make. Continue on down.
And right here, let me throw this in that's why the slides you guys saw that I use in mine. Because sometimes people start asking a lot of questions. They dig really deep. This isn't matching the numbers that we're seeing here. And that for our team is very simple. If you are at the lower end, I know people sometimes just want to be they love being on the higher end of everything, can sometimes be over promising, under underproducing. So what we talk about, the only thing we talk about, I don't care how high Bitcoin goes, we have no problem under not production. I don't forgot. Y'all know the saying. You don't want to over take people to the high end of stuff. So that's why on our slides, even though I've been here since August, I have not changed my slides. I'm not going to change. $3 to $5 per machine. I don't care if it says $100 over here, between $5 and $100, $3 to $5 per machine. So that way, when it does go above that, everybody's super happy. But when it lands in that range, everybody is still happy. There's no regret. And then all the questions that I'm hearing different places, people asking, well, this happened, you showed it. To avoid all that, $3 to $5 estimated. I have not once since August seen where it went under $3. And sometimes it has gone over $5. That's the difference here. I know it says 4 to 12. You can go that route if you want to, but prepare for all the 750 million questions, why it didn't and how come. And yeah, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. That's why I stick $3 to $5 per machine. Conversation though.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Undersell and overperform.
There it is. Under promise, over deliver. I love to under promise and let stuff over deliver. If you do it the other way, you focus around $12, $10, and it's coming at 3, 4, 5. You're gonna get headaches for something that was completely avoidable, in my opinion. Just saying.
100%. I will. Let's just slide down a little bit, and I'll walk people through how to buy a booster. Okay, and that way you know. Okay, so click on what you'll do is you choose whether you're buying a booster or a shared booster, and then click buy. Okay, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, because when you click buy, it'll then show on the next page. You can switch it back and forth if you need to. No big deal. Let's go.
Click it.
Yeah, please do. Okay. Again, so watch. He chose booster. Let's say, oh, I made a mistake, because you see here it's 900 USDT. Oh, I meant to do a share. Great. Click. Off we go. And it'll change back to share. No big deal. In this example, for example, if you have $1,200 that you want to buy a booster, what I would do, I would buy it one time. I'd click on shared and then change that number to 12, because then it does one transaction. Poof, off it goes. But you receive one booster and 2 shares. I'm like, happiness. Okay. And so it shows you how much USDT you need. BTH is 10% of that value. Okay. So slide on down. This is where, so if we're doing one, so it's $90 has to be in the purchase wallet and or the commission wallet and or the registry wallet. And so in this example, you would whatever, so you've preset this up and you just put the number in that you've already got there. So available balance, nothing. Available balance for commission, 512 is what he would put there. Okay. Available balance for the registry, he would put that number, because we already did the math on how much, because he wants to use up these two values as much as he can as well. Okay. And you can even use the percent. I actually do. I go 12.9807280. I do the full amount, because I want every single penny used up as much as because my point of view is, if I've got money sitting around doing nothing, that's exactly the problem, is it's sitting around doing nothing. And I want my money working for me as much, as efficiently, as quickly as possible. And so I will do the math and go 90 minus 12.9807280 minus 15.1200. And that'll tell me exactly what I need to put into the purchase wallet. Does this make sense?
Yep.
And so you'll have these numbers now you put in here, slide on down, and you'll take 10% from the USDT wallet. And again, you need to make sure it's there to begin with, and you'll click on that. Feel free to click. And once you click, then you choose I agree, and then click purchase now. Okay. And we're not going to have him do that unless he really wants to do a purchase live, but it appears that he doesn't want to do purchases anymore in this account. He wants to put them on the other one.
Right. Yeah. I'm moving to the business. Again, we're doing the Michael Saylor. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, we're doing the Michael Saylor. Come on, thing. We're doing the Michael Saylor thing over here. So yeah, now that the business account is in, I move all of my wife, me, everything goes to that account. So it's a bunch of sending stuff to the other account. So yeah, I can't do it on here.
Yeah, and that's a good way to do it. Okay, so I'm done talking about the back office today, right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up Sigmar, and he's going to talk to you guys how to compound efficiently. Because basically the process he's going to describe, yeah, we'll take your share off, unless there's something else you wanted to. Daniel, do you have a question? Let me ask you to unmute right now, just before we go on to the next section.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going in to make my family wealthier.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh,
Yes. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, thanks, Walt and Wendell for this session. I just had a question. For the I forget what page Wendell was on, which was showing his rank, and on the personal purchases, he showed he had 40.6 boosters, but he actually had 43.9 in total. So I was wondering what
I'll explain that one. I'm hearing a feedback with you, so I'm not trying to cut you off. It's just that it's hard to hear you. So answer that question. The reason why he's got a different number between those two numbers is because he actually won a booster or a shared booster as a reward during what's the word I'm looking for?
Some of the promotions I won.
That's the word I'm looking for. Promotions. Yeah, so he won that promotion, and so that's why in the back office it displays the full number of boosters, and in the referral it only shows how much his is being like his referrer gets commission off of a little bit of booster that happens. Okay, every booster generates income. That referral program doesn't generate doesn't generate Bitcoin for his upline. And so that's why there's a difference in those two numbers. Like I've got a team member myself. He won as well. A couple of them. And so when I look, it says, whatever the number is, it's one less in the other number. And that's why, is because I don't receive any Bitcoin off of that, but they do. So great. Okay, Mr. Sigmar, let's see your that compound sheet.
Okay, can you let me share?
Yeah, you should be able to share.
Okay.
Thank you, Wendell. I appreciate your help, buddy. I know this call's getting on very long, and sorry, but I've got like stuff I wanted to share that's really cool, really important for you guys. And so those that are sticking around, great. More power to you.
Okay, everybody can see my screen?
Yeah, are you able to expand it a lot?
I'd like to increase it. Yes, hang on. Zoom, I'm going to go 120%.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Some people have a smaller screen, so
yeah, it's tough to see.
It's probably better like that, eh?
Yeah, I think that'll work fine.
Okay. So what's in the green a person can change, and what's in the white is not changeable. Okay, so this shows the assumption that you use for the daily earnings. If you take 12% a month, this works out to 0.4% per day. Now, I was doing a calculation here for somebody, and based on the past 30 days, this was about a week or two ago, it was 11.5% a month, which worked out to 0.38% a day. So that's why we have this number here. Now, if a person starts with one shared booster for $100, if he makes 38 cents a day, it's going to take 263 days for him to be able to buy the second from the earnings that are in that from his one booster. Then when he has a second one, now he's making 76 cents a day, and it's only going to take 131 days until he can buy the third shared booster. And so it goes. Now, let's say a person starts with a full booster, and he's making $3.80 a day. Then it only takes 26 days until he can buy his one more share. And so let's say you start with 10 boosters. Okay, if you start with 10 boosters and making $38 a day, it's every 2.6 days, you'll be able to buy another share. So you can see these dates here. They go up by 2 or 1 or 2, depending on, whether it's like they alternate more or less, okay? So in this particular example, the person was considering to buy 20 boosters. So we start here with 20 boosters, and that was on November the 22nd. Okay. So if a person buys 20 boosters at that rate, he'd be earning $76 a day. So in 1.3 days, he could buy another shared boosters. So you can see the time goes down as you earn more and more money. Okay, so with 20 boosters at that rate, you're earning $22,280 a day. Okay. Now the question was, where would he be a year from then? Okay, so we're looking at this date here, November 22nd. So as we scroll down,
I'm sorry, hold on. Can you go back up to that
yeah,
calculation? Okay, you said 22. Okay, you meant per 30 day. Okay, you said per day. I was like, wait a minute, huh? But no, the 2280, that's for 30 days.
that's correct. Now in a
Okay.
year, there's the
Okay.
one more column here. That's 27,000. Okay.
Got it. Yeah, you said 2,280 a day. And I saw that. Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure everybody heard that. So they don't.
I guess I misspoke, but the $76 is per day here. Okay. That's over here. You can see my cursor moving.
Yes.
Yeah, we see it. We got it.
Okay. So now we're going to go down to November 22 in 2025. So as we go down here, now this is the case with a person buying as many boosters as he can, not withdrawing any funds. Okay. So none of the earnings. So we're coming up November 22 here. And what we see is 1 year from when he put when he bought the boosters, if the earnings work out to 0.38% a day, in 1 year, he would have just over 4 times what he put in, 80.1 boosters. Okay. So at that time, he's now making $9,000 a month or $304 a day or $111,000 a year. Okay. So I did another spreadsheet for this individual where what I would suggest he do is he withdraw part of his profits, okay, to get some of the risk off the table. In everything there's risk, even if you have your money sitting in the bank, there's a risk that there can be a bail-in. Now that's a different topic. We won't discuss that at length today, but that's the way the laws are set up now, is for bail-ins instead of bailouts.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, I was expecting to see the date here, and I think the date is, I have to slide this over here to the left. There we go. So here's our starting date again of November 22nd. Okay. So similar to what Wendell has done, I've decided the first while not to take any withdrawals. For myself, I've decided to start taking withdrawals now in November. And for this particular example here, I'm saying we won't do any withdrawals until the end of the year. Okay. And at that point in time, he's starting out with 10% of the profits are taken out on a daily basis until he comes to this would be March the 1st. Okay, so for 2 months he's taken 10% out, and then 2 months later, for the next 2 months, 20%. So what the chart does not do is it does not add up how much money is taken out during those 2 months. So what I did, I just say, okay, on average, he's taken out, okay, so let's just look at this here a little closer. So this, when you take out 10% of your earnings, this is the number here. So you can see from $88, 10% is $8.82, okay? So from those 2 months, the average here, I took the highest and the lowest and divided by 2, is 9.79 times 60 days. In those 2 months, he would have withdrawn $587. In the next 2 months, the average withdrawal was $23.75 times 61 days is 1,448. And the total withdrawn to date then is 2,036. To go then to the next 2 months, now we're at the end of June. In these last 2 months, he would have withdrawn 2,583 for a total of $4,600. And we'll skip a couple here. Basically, what I suggested, and this is what I'm doing for myself, I'm increasing the amount I withdraw until I get to 50%, and then I keep it at 50%, okay? So at this point in time here, in the last 2 months, he would have withdrawn $66 a day times 61 days is 4,000, and the total withdrawn here is 8,600. And then after this, he's withdrawn 50% a month. So then we get to this point, which is a year from when he started. So a year from when he started, he, instead of having 80 boosters, he now has only 54 boosters because he's withdrawn some of his money. However, he has withdrawn a total of $16,670, which is almost the same as the 20,000 he put in. So if we continue to the end of the year, at the end of the year, he will have withdrawn a total of $20,852, which is 1.04 times the 20,000 he put in. Plus he's earning now, he pulled out $4,100 in the last 2 months, and he's earning $6,600 a month, or $222 a day. Okay, so he's pulling out $111 a day, or $3,300 a month, or $40,000 a year. Okay, so even though he doesn't have quite as much bid booster, he's taken all the risk off the table, and he's so. For myself, this is the kind of a program that I would use as opposed to compounding everything. Okay, that gives you guys an idea what can be done with a spreadsheet. Any questions?
Thank you very much, Sigmar. I appreciate that.
Yeah, just for clarity's sake, I might have misheard. I just want to make sure, because I'm rolling our family's funds over and I'm listening at the same time. Okay, I heard 80 machines. Started doing withdrawals, 50 machines left. I'm pretty sure all 80 machines keep working even when you were withdrawing. Did I misunderstand what was being said? Maybe I misheard it. I just want to make sure.
Yes, you did misunderstand. So there was 2 separate situations. One is if he puts in 20 boosters with no withdrawals, 1 year later he has 80 machines. Okay. So basically 4 times. If you compound everything, if you start with 20 boosters. If you only start with 1 booster, it won't be quite 4 times because your compounding isn't as frequent.
Correct.
Now, if he starts with 20 boosters, not with 80, and he only compounds a portion of the profits, so he doesn't do any withdrawals until January the 1st, and after that he bumps up with his withdrawals from 10% a month up to 50% a month. Okay, so in this case, by the end of the year, end of 2025, he will have grown his 20 boosters to 58 boosters. He will have withdrawn more than he's put in. He's withdrawn 20,800. Plus, he's making $6,000 a month, pulling out $3,000 a month. Okay.
Okay, so just to be clear, that's why I guess I combined 2 different transactions. So you were not saying he had 50, he got up to 80, but then he started withdrawing, so that made him only producing out of 50 machines. That's why I was just making sure I clarified that. So it's 2 different transactions.
That's right.
About. Okay, got it.
Because the numbers of boosters you have cannot decrease, and unless you physically sell your account to somebody else.
Right. That's the clarity I was looking for. Yes, I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the charts as well. Nice. These numbers are just more accurate doing today versus down the road. So I 2 thumbs up on that chart, in my opinion, of course.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Okay, so if there's any other questions, I haven't seen anything else come in the chat. I guess it's time to go. So I'm going to have you guys all unmute, say goodbye, and away we go.
Have a great weekend, everybody. See you guys Monday.
Yeah, thank you all.
G'day, guys. Hey, thanks for letting me record the meeting. I'll make sure it's streamed on the internet for you.
Awesome. I appreciate that. You have a great day.
Thank you
No
for the
worries at
nice
all.
presentation today.
And
Thank you so
I'm
much.
working with the IRS as well, and they're going to watch this with the.
Greetings and happy Thanksgiving weekend from Hollywood Beach, Florida.
Bye-bye, everybody from Alberta, Canada. Too much snow here.
Have a good day.
Thank you all from Rancho Palos Verdes, California.
Thank you from Queenie from New Zealand, and thank you for my prize.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Bali from South Africa. Thanks for my prize.
Awesome. You're welcome.
Thank you for all your work, Mr. Walter.
You have a good day. All right. Well, seems like everybody has said goodbye. You guys have a great day.
Thank you very much. This is Mervin over here. You probably didn't recognize my sign on. I'm on a new computer here. So.
thanks for your chart, buddy. It was great.
So Mervin, I hope I didn't butcher the presentation of your chart there.
Oh, you did a great job. You did a great job.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a good night.
All right. Bye now.